Hi guys, Kaze here. Welcome back. We're back with more Men of Yoshiwara Ohgiya with Utsusemi. Yay! We're on chapter 5 now, Utsusemi's place. And it's like his place in the pecking order here, the Ohgiya, or like his place, like where he lives. I don't know. We'll find out, right? Let's get going. I was led to the room by a servant. There was sweet-smelling wood in the incense burner, just like the last time I had visited. I just couldn't calm down. Feeling off, I sat down and waited until... Good evening. Just one look at his face and I was unable to speak. What's wrong? Didn't I see you in the tea house a minute ago? Yes, I was just thinking about something. What were you thinking about? Now I want to know. He laughed cheerfully and looked at my face, looking friendly. I really just could not calm myself down. Was I falling in love? The sound of Yoko's voice saying Utsusemi's name in the tea house wouldn't get out of my head. Kaze. Oh! Utsusemi closed the distance between us and traced his finger along my face. Well, a lot did happen tonight. His expression broke into a troubled smile. But the next moment, he put his lips to my ear. Ooh. Kaze, you and I are married now. So, please, relax and show no restraint here. I know. But when I look at you, I just can't keep calm. Say things like that and it'll go to my head. I don't mind, but... We blinked several times, never taking our eyes off of each other. Is there some tension between us? Hot, passionate tension? Or awkward? I don't know. Oh, okay. It was the good guy. Then our faces came together naturally, and our lips quietly touched. Somebody's quiet with his... It was a secret, but deep kiss. Perhaps because I was a little drunk, my cheeks were still aflame. Our tongues intertwined, and I could feel rising sweetness. I slowly closed my eyes and lay down on the cushion inlaid with gold thread. Sammy? I'm sorry. Did I move a little too fast? I can't keep calm tonight either. You too. What's wrong? I don't know. You said that you'd visit tonight, but I still worried about it until I saw your face. He crinkled his eyes in an adorable smile, looking older than his true years. I wondered what memories were etched in those wrinkles around his eyes. After staring for his face for a short while. You say you were worried, but I probably felt exactly the same. You're sure good at charming men. And yet your body is stiff. You're just so adorable, Kaze. His arms wrapped around my body where I lay. I heard my name spoken, and the heat of a body not my own. And then we kissed again. With this man being the one to hold and touch me, I didn't mind a bit. I give up. With how much your words affect me, it's almost like you're the courtesan, not me. But isn't being sensitive like that a good thing? Maybe sometimes, but this is the pleasure quarters. It would be shameful if I couldn't pleasure you. Fair enough, I'm pleasuring him instead. That might be true when you're with a customer. I frantically searched for words to say next. For some reason, I just couldn't think straight today. Please, just hold me like this. Make me forget all about today's banquet. Yes, Kaze. I could hear the rustling of clothes, and then he held me tightly. When I gently brought my face to Utsemi's chest, I'm glad I get to hold you like this again tonight. The sound of his gentle voice made my heart beat faster. Yes, I was definitely not able to keep my composure tonight. If not, this feeling of floating would have been too strange. I think you're falling in love, Self. Kaze. He kissed me again. It was more passionate than before. I felt as though I might fly away. It felt good to trace my fingertips along his thin skin. We kissed as if sharing a sigh. The boundary between us was broken down. If my heart were ever going to be completely stolen by anyone like this... As the thought ran through my mind, my astonished heart agreed. What's wrong? Uh, um, I... I was being looked down upon by reddish-brown eyes. He cocked his head, looking worried. A single tear fell from the corner of my eye. Wait, what? What? Why am I crying? Hey, did I do something wrong? Did I scare you? Or, oh, this is only our second time. I'm being too forceful. No, it's just... Utsemi's face looking down at me was pale. There was a part of me that was relieved that those eyes were looking at me alone. And so it was true. I realize that now. Yes? I was jealous of Yoko. I feel so dirty. Jealous? Yes, I didn't want to give you to her. It sounded even uglier when I said it out loud, so awful it made me clench my teeth. So this is what it means to be in love. I wonder why I hadn't noticed until now. Kaze. I turned away, unable to bear his gaze any longer, but... I'm so happy to hear you say that. Oh, I guess, yeah. It's good to hear me say that, considering I don't think I've actually said I love him, have I? Huh? Hearing that's how you feel about me? I'm so happy. He put his big hands on both my cheeks. Oh my, okay. He forced me to look straight at him. The thought of the woman I married loving someone else would make me jealous too. Really? Of course, so don't say that you're dirty. Don't talk about yourself like that. Are you sure? This doesn't make my heart dirty. To feel like this? Dirty? More like clean and pure as anyone's heart can be. All love affairs bring out parts of us that are both ugly and beautiful. That's where it all starts. Of course, when it's business, there's no tricks to it. Tricks? So if that was how Osemi thought of me, then this too. Are you still overthinking things? Because he has charged. You're frowning. Looks like I hit the nail on the head. I don't like the way you said that. You're too tricky. Yeah, I get that a lot. I never use any of my tricks to trick you, you know. But you're good at tricking women in general, aren't you? Well, that's part of my trade, but that's not the point. I'm always honest with you. Because I know you're the type to take everything I say seriously. He was right about that. I was embarrassed he could read me so well. I turned to escape his gaze and he held me from behind. Don't worry. He spoke gently into my ear. If you're jealous, then we just need to make some more special secrets between just us. So please, tell me all about yourself. Like, how you live, how you were raised. But I don't have anything interesting to say about myself. That's fine. You can talk about anything. After thinking for a little while. Talk about when I was a child. Kitsune family. Well, he wants to know. Talk about when I was a child. Then how about I tell you about when I was a kid? Oh, that's good. I want to hear all about that. Knowing you must have been such a cute little kid. I could feel his laughter tickling my ear. What were you like? Were you just as straight-laced and serious as you are now? I suppose. Thinking back, I had a very strict upbringing. I didn't have any entertaining stories about my life like Yoko did. All my life, I've heard the same thing over and over about how I need to carry on the Kitsune family business. All your life? Meaning how young? When you went to school or even younger? Ever since I can remember. I grew up watching my mother's back, working in the storefront. Your mother? Somebody murmured to himself. Ooh. Did we trigger that mind? I'm sorry. You whisper the word in an odd, wistful tone. I wonder what it's like to have parents. Would you like to meet them? Utsumi was an orphan, but he was born on the mainland. So somewhere in the country, there should have been someone who shared his blood. No, Ohgiya has become like my family. Kiku's was like an older brother I look up to. Ohgiya idolizes me. Even if I were to meet my parents now, I already have ties even thicker than blood. You really love them, don't you? Yes, I like where my life has led me. Especially since it brought me to meet you. Oh. A long finger caught hold of my chin. His strong hands wrapped around my waist, and when I looked over my shoulder, he kissed me for what seemed the 100th time tonight. Kaze, you smell so good. You're so small and soft here in my arms. It feels so good. His slightly stiff hair tickled the back of my neck. You're a really loving person. Not at all. I just like it when people like me. I wonder why. I don't even understand myself. You say funny things sometimes too. You think? But I really do love this island. The people in this shop often talk about how they long to visit the mainland. But I don't have anywhere else to go. Utsemi's speech slowed, then stopped. We heard the sorrowful cry of a white thrush from somewhere outside. Before we knew it, the hour had grown late. I felt drowsy and fell into a light sleep, still held in his arms. Kaze, why is this person's voice echoing in my heart? I wonder if I'm growing closer to him. In that case, how does Utsemi feel? But my question was washed away by sleep. The next day, I busied myself with my lessons as if last night's events had been just a dream. As midday drew near, I finally went back to the store. Hey, it seems your mother hasn't returned yet. That's strange. It's not closing time yet. Just then. Hello, Kaze. The curtain opened and Yoko's gorgeous figure came through the door. Oh, it's Yoko. This is Yoko. She used to come here often. Come on, enough of the formal introductions. We're friends. More importantly, you didn't come back here last night, did you? What? No, I didn't. Well. You're more experienced than I thought. I'll just be living, miss. No, it's all right, Musashi. So, what business do you have here today? I cut off Musashi, continued to play the role of a businesswoman. I just came here to say hello today. I'll be returning to the mainland tonight by boat. Oh, that was certainly fast. Yeah, I thought about staying longer, but I have a lot of concerns. And living on a tiny island like this is kind of inconvenient, isn't it? Yoko put her index finger on her face and smiled a mysterious grin. It's the smile of someone planning something, not the kind of smile to put me at ease. Well then, I guess this is goodbye. Hope to see you again someday. With a very brief goodbye, Yoko left the shop. I wonder what that was about. Who knows? Maybe she did just come to say hi like she said. At any rate, thanks to her, my daily routine had been thrown out of whack. Now the store returned to peace and quiet. Several days later, we had an unexpected visitor. The bell rang when my mother was out, and when I ran to the front of the store, oh, welcome, Ohgiya. Why is he always allowed out? You're the only one who seems to escape all the time. Why? Hello. As Ohgiya smiled brightly as a spring day, I began to feel some suspicion. No one from the pleasure quarters was allowed past the gate, and that included apprentices. There we go. Better stop him with Kikujo. Again, there's kind of emergency reason. But why are you here? It was a strict law in the red light district. What are you doing here today? Oh, right. He turned around to show me the books on his back. Are you on your way back from school? Yes, we're allowed to leave on special exception on days when we have school. The owner of Ohgiya told me to pick up a package while I was out. Oh, you're picking up the cloth. I received instruction from my mother earlier that morning. Someone would be by to pick up the order of first-class goods from the mainland. Ohgiya stared motionlessly at the bundle of fabric I had given him. Is there something missing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Everything's here. Ohgiya put the bundle away and smiled as if he was trying to smooth over a blunder. They're really beautiful clothes. Thank you very much. Is someone going to have bridal gown made? Oh, these. He ordered them special for my coming of age ceremony. Oh, how nice. Yes, I'm very grateful to him. I really am. Oh, he's blushing again. So, as he said, but Ohgiya didn't look particularly happy. He probably had a lot on his mind, I thought. But I just didn't know what I could say. I'm sorry, I'm just being a bit emotional. As if he could read my mind, Ohgiya furrowed his brow and smiled. His smile was obviously forced. But then, as if to change the topic of conversation, he leaned close to my ear. More importantly, there's something I want to bring to your attention. Did something happen? It was unlike him to speak so solemnly, and I grew worried. Yes, there's been a rumor going around about Utsusemi lately. What? I felt insulted as soon as he said that name, but I pretended to be calm and continued the conversation. What kind of rumor? Utsemi's always said he was an orphan, but apparently his origins have come to light. They say the heir to a restaurant called Utsusemi was kidnapped as a young boy. What? The heir? Kidnapped? What was Ohgiya trying to say? I don't really understand. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't tell you such unbelievable things so suddenly. It's fine. So the tat that said Utsusemi that was around his neck when he was picked up was... Right. It wasn't his real name. It was the name of that restaurant. I see. Apparently missing a few letters. Utsemi's parents. I remembered our last conversation from several days ago. Was it a long blinding white light? No, Ohgiya has become like my family. Even if I were to meet my parents, I already have other ties even thicker than blood. I wonder what he's going to do. You mean whether he'll go back to his parents? Yeah, if his parents find out their son and heir is alive, they'll surely want to see him. So he'd go back to the mainland? But no, Utsusemi himself said... No, it was no use. I couldn't gather my thoughts. Ignorant of the chaos inside my mind, Ohgiya cast his eyes down. It seems they haven't decided yet, even though they found their real son? In order to be sure he's really the generational heir, we need a dagger named Utsusemi. What? I need a dagger? Yes, the little boy apparently went with the dagger. But when Utsusemi was kidnapped, the dagger also disappeared with him. Huh. So I guess he can't just go to the mainland right away then. Yes, I wish I could go too. He's so lucky. If he gets to go, he must be so happy. The boy spoke with downcast eyes, sounding sad. Ohgiya? Oh, I'm sorry. My coming of age ceremony is soon. I have a lot on my mind. This is a small island, isn't it? Yes, and even smaller from within the pleasure quarters. I bet everyone here must want to see the outside world. I'm sure they all love to. So, is Utsusemi the same after all? But this rumor, where on earth did it come from? Ohgiya? Oh, Ohgiya snapped out of his absent-mindedness, focus returning to his eyes. It seems the girl you brought, Yoko, is now a regular customer of Utsusemi. It's Utsusemi with a yacht. I'm having problems with this. Yoko? Oh, boy. For a moment, my vision darkened. Yoko had gone back to the mainland, hadn't she? What's going on? I felt myself getting dizzy. Kaze? Yes. When Ohgiya said my name, I hurriedly raised my head. It's about time for me to be heading back. If I'm too late, I'll make the manager worry unnecessarily. You're right. We can't have that. Thank you very much for telling me everything. It was nothing. But Utsusemi really wants to see you. So, go see him soon, okay? I could tell from his words the brotherly affection he felt for Utsusemi. In response, I said, I'll definitely visit. I'll send a message later, I promise. Tell him I'll definitely visit. Yes, I'll definitely visit, so please tell Utsusemi. Okay. Ohgiya smiled a beautiful smile, obviously relieved. Okay, I've been in your way for long enough. Okay, I gave a cute little bow and left the store. But the busiest part of the month was soon upon us, and I couldn't go to Yoshiwara for days. That doesn't sound good. We didn't close the store until late at night again today. When I peered outside, the sky was dark, and I could hear thunder. Is it going to rain? Utsusemi, I miss you so much. Why don't I just write a letter? I grasped the front curtain tightly in my hand, my heart filled with worry. Somewhere, I don't know, something was being put into motion. The vague fear created a thick fog over my heart. That's kind of worrisome. I hope our love can last. And all that good stuff, right? It's kind of sad when someone kind of name. Yeah, your name is a restaurant. It's kind of a sad thing to learn too. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode 6. Until then, bye. Kaze out.